Hello, my lovely people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. This video that I'm going to show you, whether you like Adiola, whether you hate Adiola, now your business be that. But Adiola has pieces this story. Adiola has pieces this story to make even the blind to see, to make the dumb to talk, to make somebody who don't walk to walk, to make idiots who don't understand to understand. So I want you to listen to Adiola, how Adiola pieces this story. How Adiola pieces this story. Whether you like Adiola, whether you don't like Adiola, Adiola is one of Nigerian best in America that have worked so hard. She used to work in Sahara Reporters. That's when I started watching her. I started watching her when she was in Sahara Reporters, and then she came out and worked so hard to be where she is now. So listen to Adiola, how Adiola pieces this story. Maybe for those of you that are still thinking, this is Yoruba, this is Igbo, this is Hausa, this is Muslim, this is... Now, after that, you go figure. Watch Adiola. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.
Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Elio, Mr. President, anybody that has the lever to forge documents. So you forged a whole school certificate? How were you able to sleep at night? And we're not just talking about forgery, we are also talking about possible identity theft. Now we know why he didn't want the gender on his documents reviewed. Now, as much as I always like to defend my fathers on this show, this one is undefendable. Don't beg. I said, don't beg me, Janet. Don't beg me. In fact, my eyes are pushing me right now. Ojuba Miti, I am seriously embarrassed right now that the president of my country. Give me 1 minute. I'm okay. I'm trying not to cry. That a whole president. Oh, father. By the way, how can somebody that forged documents become a president? Or allegedly, let me say allegedly. How can somebody like that become a president? Especially in Nigeria, a very religious country where everybody crucified a young girl that forged a jam result. The surprising thing is some of the same people that said what that girl did was wrong are now making excuses for my father. Tinubu, you see, Nigerian politics can make people forget what is right, what is wrong.
One thing Nigerians need to know is that in that certificate, because it's ceremonial, you even have the right to redesign it to your own taste. That is the truth. What is important is the transcript.
Redesign it to your own taste.
Absolutely. You can Google it. It's out there. They advertise it out there in the US. If you have lost your certificate, we can get it back for you.
Uncle Eberolong, why are you trying to confuse people, mixing lies with the truth? It's not like that. So he said what is important is transcript. Don't you know that anybody can design transcript as well? There are websites where you can design a diploma, a certificate, and transcript. If you are acting drama, for example, or you are doing movie and you need a certificate to use in your movie, you can also do fake ones for your family members, especially if they want to fill the seal on the diploma. Like if your parents want to hang your diploma in their house in order to say, that is my daughter's diploma, to bragado, mommy, let me graduate. Or if you want to blow it up and hang it on your office wall, you want it to look like the original one but oversized. But even those websites, my people, like Valleygrad, for example, have disclaimers all over their sites that, this is not real. Look at this one. They wrote, it should be made clear that these are not real diplomas or transcripts. We are not an educational institution and cannot be used for accreditation. The reason they said that they are not an educational institution is because you are supposed to go to an educational institution to get valid copy of your transcript or your certificate. And before you check out, you have to click that you agree that you will not use this site for any illegal purposes. By the way, see how much they are charging. $109 when you can get authentic one for $26. And then they said add transcript for $60. I mean, it cost me $7 to get my authentic transcript from my school. Unless I'm using this for nostalgia, or I'm making something up. I really don't need it unless I'm acting a movie, More importantly, this technology was not even in existence when Tinubu was running for governor in Lagos and he submitted fake, well, they said we should not say fake, but it is fake certificates to INEC. It's okay if you support somebody. It's okay if you support Tinubu or you support Peter Obi or whatever. But if your candidate should do something that is wrong, you should be able to say, Haba, this one is wrong. Maybe you guys love me. I'm your girl. But if I should do something wrong, won't you tell me? My father said that he lost his bachelor's certificate. And last year on this show, I announced that it's only $26 so to get a new one. I was advising. I did not. Instead, he decided to forge certificate. Offense committing. That's a crime. By the way, Judge Nancy Maldonado of the U.S. District Court for Northern District of Illinois. Oh, my mother. Nigerians are praying for... Baba. Nigerians are praying for you, both young and old. Nigerians are in love with you because you did something that no judge in Nigeria has ever done. To categorically tell a sitting president, screw you and your petition. Oh, sorry. That's not what she said. I'm sorry. She said the court cautions President Tinubu that any further request for a stay before this court will be denied. That is to say, was my friend Miofejo, do not come back here. My verdict will not change. I was like, irony. He shocked me. We were all shocked. Because in Nigeria, you can't just talk to a president like he or she is a human being. You treat them as if they are gods. Anyways, for those who are wondering, the school released all kinds of documents for our president, President Tinubu. First of all, the secondary school GCE that he submitted to Southwest College, where he got his associate degree 2 years before attending Chicago State University in 1975, was a 1970 GCE A-level result, stating that he graduated from Government College in Lagos. Now, the problem is, Government College in Lagos was not established until 1974. God, this man graduated before he used before he started school. I'm telling you, some of you think you are brilliant. Let me tell you, Alhaji is not just brilliant. He's super smart. The man is a genius. I mean, for somebody to graduate before the school even starts tells you his own level of brilliance, his own level of smartness. He's from another world. And nobody you be that. Seriously trouble. Also, that GCE results had grades in chemistry, biology, and physics, but the man is an accountant. He must have been in commercial class or art class because he never mentioned that he did science in secondary school. But maybe he was in science class in secondary school. I don't know. It's just that if somebody wants to be an accountant, for example, they will be in commercial class in secondary school. Also, the GCE results shows that Tinubu took the exam as an HSE student. At that time, they used to have this 2-year study after 5 years of secondary school called HCE. In other words, the owner of this certificate must have graduated from secondary school around 1968. You see why some people who have liver, some of you, you have liver. Some people are now calling my president a criminal. You see, I have suffered. But me, I will continue to defend my father. Just be careful, those of you calling him it's because DSS can come after you, not me, because I'm always defending my fathers. And then the documents from Southwest College, which he used to enter Chicago State University, said that he was a female. Sorry, that didn't come out right. He was a female. So, okay, what I'm trying to say is whoever applied to Chicago State University with the name Bola A. Tinubu applied as a woman. Even though he or she used the name Bola A. Tinubu, we still don't know if it's the same person right now. That is Bola Ahmed Tinubu that we know. It's possible that another student, a female student, shares name with my father, but there's a gender confusion in the document release is what I'm trying to say, which is why he didn't want the school to release the personal information like his gender. Now, this is also why people are suggesting that besides forgery, it looks like Alhaji also committed identity theft, By the way, this school needs to be investigated. certificated as well? I don't get it. I mean, they said yes, he attended Chicago State University, but they couldn't find a copy of his certificate. However, they found copies of certificates of other people that graduated in 1917. I don't know. And they even provided those certificates, even though they were not requested. I was like... Anyway, I forgot to mention that even his date of birth did not correlate with what he said to be his real date of birth. There's 2 years difference on the document. But you know, if truly he lost his certificate, the school said that they don't know where he found the one that he presented to INEC, which is why people have been talking. They are saying, so which certificate go did my father give to INEC? Did he or did he not? Did he forge? Did he not forge? Who am I to say he forged? You see, I'm not here to crucify my father. Who am I? But I'm shocked that he's yet to address the nation till now about this issue. I mean, no press conference and nobody is interviewing him about this. They just accused a whole president of forging documents and he's silent. I don't get it, because he's actually the only one that can tell us the truth. Well, unless the FBI should release the file that they have on him. But why wait for the FBI, my father? Huh? Why not just come out? Come out of your closet. Admit that you did wrong. Confess and apologize to Nigerians for dragging our country in the mud. I mean, this is very important because your silence is seen as endorsing criminality. We, the young people, we need to be able to look up to our elderly ones, morally at least. You know, and as the president of the nation, you should be a good example and a good model for us. Otherwise, if the president doesn't see anything wrong in forging documents, how can we condemn some of our nurses that are allegedly forging their certificates in order to work abroad? You know how embarrassing that is when we have some wonderful, even some overqualified nurses that are changing lives in Nigeria. But some people are trying to embarrass us. But how do we say anything about that if our president also forged his papers? Now, I think INEC needs to do some explanation. Because is it that people just give you guys certificates, you don't do any verification? What is the point of, I don't get it. How can somebody come and register with you, INEC, and you will not deduct that this one is real, this one is fake? And moving forward, I think people's credentials should be authenticated before even running as a candidate for any office. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you think this will change anything? Me, I hate to tell you that I don't think this will change anything in Nigeria. No, in Nigeria. Do you think Tinubu would step down honorably, or do you think he will be forced to step down because of all these revelations? Lastly, I just hope that my father, that is Alhaji Atiku, who is revealing all this information about Tinubu, is ready for his information to also be made public. Because the same America that released Tinubu's information also has a file on Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. So I guess we'll be watching this movie for a long time. I won't be surprised if Tinubu also petitions that his secret be made public.